Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. We are watching the final film in the Indiana Jones trilogy. I know there's a fourth film, but everybody's referring to it as a trilogy because they're saying the fourth film sucks. I don't know. Maybe I'll get to that one later. But this is going to be the last Crusade, and I'm really looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun with the first two films, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how this all resolves. Because I know the Crystal Skull, is that what the last one's called? The fourth one's called? It came like many years later. And yeah, if you guys want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link of the description below. Otherwise, let's get started. I was like, he looks a lot like Indiana Jones, but...
Indy? What are they doing?
He's Indy. He copied his style.
Have him bring the sheriff. It's only a snake.
Only a snake?
Right.
Dig with your hands, not with your mouth.
Uh-oh. Ah. And traumatized. Ah. What's in here? Ho 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 ha! Oh wow, really? Ow! Really?
Out of the bar, now!
Oh! What? He's smiling a little bit. He's like, found a worthy adversary.
As the rightful owner of this cross, we'll press charges if you give it back. Got witnesses, 5 or 6 of them.
You lost today, kid. It doesn't mean you have to like it.
Huh. And he's bleeding, as usual. Oh!
That belongs in a museum! So do you!
So do you.
All over the side!
Well, they're dead.
Not truth. If
I love you.
You're interested in Dr. Tyree's philosophy classes right down the hall, and X never, ever marks the spot.
I feel like the glass is about to break. He's just escaping.
Why don't you try my father?
Your father is the man who's disappeared.
Oh.
Don't trust anybody.
Including your own father?
You have your father's eyes.
And my mother's ears. But the rest belongs to you.
Looks like the best parts have already been spoken for. Marcus Brody?
That's right. 7, 7, 10, and 10. Now where's the 10?
Do you trust this Schneider? X finally marks the spot. It's not a 10, it's an X.
10. X marks the spot.
Where'd the X go?
What's this one?
Looks like the Ark of the
The
Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I don't care how many years it's been since the plague. Oh my god. I don't care how many years it's been since the plague. I am not going further. Uh-oh. Holy crap. Oh. How'd they get the torch under the raft? Or the under the... Ah, never mind. And that's burning oxygen, too. Oh, 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 oh! not what... Oh, God. Barely made it, and crushed. Brutal deaths.
How dare you kiss me?
Nazis again! Dad?
Junior?
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You, Junior.
Frickin' Sean Connery.
I knew I had to get that book as far away from me as I possibly could.
And he brought it with him.
You have the diary in your pocket.
Do you think my son would be that stupid that he would bring me all the way back here?
Put down the gun or the Fräulein dies.
But she's one of them.
Henry, please.
How did you know she was a Nazi? She talks in her sleep.
She talks in her sleep. Oh! Go, Dad?
He didn't take my advice.
What? Oh. Don't trust anyone, even the guy telling you.
Trust anybody, Dr. Jones.
Dang!
He'll blend in, disappear. You'll never see him again. With any luck,
We got him.
Grail already.
Hey! And they got him.
I can't forget how wonderful it was.
Thank you. It was rather wonderful.
Don't set your own clothes on. Or drop it. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 why'd you blow it? Stop trying to blow it.
Our situation has not improved.
I'm almost free.
That was really comical. Oh! Hi.
Fräulein, Doctor.
You came back for the book?
He's autographing it?
Tickets, please.
Boss.
Yeah. No ticket.
No ticket.
I was a wonderful father. I didn't know you could fly a plane.
Why, yes!
Land, no.
Land? No!
John, I'm sorry. They got us.
What? First kill by Dad. Ah!
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Okay. And the cannon is stronger than all. Oh, Indy. There we go. What's going on?
I thought I'd lost you, boy.
Huh?
Helen, another volunteer.
Ha! Volunteer.
Shooting me won't get you anywhere.
You're absolutely right.
Breath of God.
The penitent man will pass. Penitent man will pass.
Penitent as in...
Penitent man is humble before God.
Penitent.
Penitent man.
And in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
He didn't know that. Something about the lion's mouth. What the heck? How does that even work? Oh!
Choose wisely, for as the true grail will bring you life, the false grail will take it from you.
Ah.
Let me choose.
Is she unhappy with the way things have been going? Ah, my peace. I've gained eternal... Blech. Her face didn't change a shade. Jeez.
He chose poorly.
Oh my god. You've chosen
You have chosen
wisely. Look how it glows from the inside. Open your mouth. You're gonna pour it directly onto the wound? Wow.
It's ours, Indy. Yours and mine.
Elsa, don't cross the seal. The knight warned us not to take the grail from here.
Uh-oh.
I can reach it. I can reach it.
Oh no. Oh my god, no, come on. Oh.
Hold on.
I can reach it. I can reach it.
Reach it, Dad. Let it go.
Use your whip. Use your whip. High five.
Like Indiana.
We named the dog Indiana. You are named after the dog.
Got a lot of fond memories of that dog.
Alright. That was fun. Alright, so that wraps up the Indiana Jones trilogy. And I think this is probably my favorite of them. I do miss the other side characters from the other films, though, as much as I like Sean Connery and him playing Indiana Jones' father. I miss Short Round, Marion, and Willie. We did get to see Sala again, and Marcus Brody, obviously. And, yeah, but this film starts with that flashback scene. I'm not sure what it added to the film's narrative as a whole, but it was cool to see Indiana Jones, his origin story, the first time he wielded a whip to tame that lion, where his fear of snakes came from. He was like, it's only a snake, and I'm like, but you hate snakes. But it was just one of them, and then he fell into a pit of snakes and was just like freaking out and was like pulling snakes out of himself for so much longer. But yeah, he winds up losing that cross to the leader of that group, who winds up giving him a fedora, and Indy winds up basically copying his look down to a T. It looks exactly like him, his future outfit. But yeah, we flash forward 26 years later, so Indy looked like he was in his late teens, mid to late teens. So 26 years later would probably put him in his mid 40s, I'm guessing. But yeah, he's winds up taking the cross back at that point so many years later. Winds up killing all of them in that boat explosion. But yeah, it's kind of a nice, fun thing to start the film off, but the rest of the film has like nothing to do with it. But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, lots of typical Indiana Jones stuff in this film. Creepy crawlies. Last time was tons and tons of bugs in that underground area. That was real bad. Hard to handle just watching it. It was just so disgusting. This time was rats, also pretty bad. Though, yeah, his father hates rats, and he's more fine with them, I guess. But that scene where they're trapped under the coffin and the rats were just pouring through the holes in it. Ugh. And, but yeah, I thought the coffin was stone at first, but definitely not, right? Because it would have sunk, and they would have not been able to hide under it. But then if it was wood, shouldn't it light on fire too? And how did they get the torch under the coffin after it was already flipped over? It would have set the surface on fire because it was all petroleum. Yeah, little details that I'm questioning, but the most interesting one was after Indy was like, X marks the spot on the floor of the library, and then he goes to break it and the X is gone. Little details like that I noticed, but didn't take away from my overall enjoyment of the film. It's just, it stuck out to me. Elsa Schneider, I kind of liked her before we found out she was a Nazi. She's very smart, witty, beautiful, and yeah, working with Nazis. I guess that qualifies her as a Nazi. I mean, it's not much better. But yeah, this is part of the reason I am slower to date people. Like, imagine sleeping with someone and then finding out later they're a neo-Nazi, or I don't know, just have some completely disgusting values. that freaks me out more than the rats and the bugs. And but yeah, for the movie, it's interesting to see someone who is a Nazi be the primary love interest of the film. I guess she never agreed with their beliefs. She wasn't in for burning books and stuff like that. She was just using them as a means to an end. But if you work with Nazis, I don't know. I don't. It's not much better. Reminds me of how I felt about a character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Won't ruin that because that's a big plot point. Again, I've mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in like so many movie and TV show commentaries because it's so good and it draws on a lot of different things. But yeah, it's similar in this case to Elsa Schneider being a Nazi. But yeah, interesting to have her as a primary love interest. I guess love interest isn't quite as accurate as like femme fatale. I guess you can be both though. But yeah, at the end, I can reach it. I knew she was gonna die right there, but she couldn't have made it out of this film because her and Indy couldn't get together after her being a Nazi. But yeah, she fell to her death, and Indy almost fell to his before his father got him. And then Indiana was like, oh, I can reach it. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, that was amazing. But yeah, Elsa Schneider. It was really funny though because her name's Elsa, and then after Indy is trying to reach for the cup, his father tells him to let it go. A little frozen foreshadowing, like 30 years from the past. 30 years? Probably 30 years, right? My God, that was such a funny scene. I guess Walter Donovan wasn't too interesting of a villain, but Yeah, I guess the villains in each Indiana Jones film isn't the primary focus of each film. It's all about our characters, like Indy and his band of misfits. It was Marion first, then Short Round and Willie. Willie? Yeah, and then we had Sean Connery this time, Marcus Brody, and Sala. But yeah, love the little detail that Indy named himself after the dog. Honestly, it might be just because he didn't want to be like his father, who was always so cold and distant. And he loved that dog so much, it seemed. So it's kind of sad we never got to see them interact. That would have been fun, right? But yeah, speaking of his father, Henry, he kind of treated him like he was a mentor and not a father. Like, he lets him do his own thing to teach himself self-reliance, but I mean, there are numerous shows and movies out there where your teacher leaves you out in the wilderness to fend for yourself, to grow, and it works, sure, to make them stronger, but that's not the role of a father. But then again, maybe without this type of father, he doesn't become Indiana Jones, though, so... but the idea that Henry thinks he's a good father because he never told him to eat, go to bed, wash his ears, do his homework, such a hands-off approach to parenting. Yeah, I don't know. He was not emotionally involved either. Made him call him sir to show respect. Hit him. He hit him in this film, so I have to imagine he hit him as a child. I'm a fan of the more hands-on approach in most cases. There are cases where you want to be hands-off and let them grow on their own while showing some genuine support, but man. Like, if I ever have children, I will let them nurture their own interests while also making sure they know how to take care of important responsibilities. Just wish his father had parented with more compassion and empathy. They also mentioned Indy's mother, who he said never understood his father's obsession. But yeah, she was gone long time ago. But yeah, anyway, I really like this film. Like, every Indiana Jones film has these amazing moments that people will remember for a lifetime. With Raiders, it's probably the melting Nazis, the boulder rolling down. I don't know, some other things for sure. Temple of Doom, the heart beating outside their bodies. Short Round is amazing. Getting stuck in the room with the spikes slowly coming down. But yeah, in this film, we also have a couple of really good things, good moments. Kicking that guy off the blimp, no ticket. And the whole last part with the Grail, the fake invisible walkway, and the I can reach it. That was amazing. And I think, like I said, I think it's my favorite of the three. I think in terms of enjoyment, I enjoyed all three of them pretty equally, but there's less problematic stuff in this film than in the first two, I think. Though Indy does plant a kiss on Elsa without her consent. But she kisses him back, so it's not okay, but it's like, I don't know. But yeah, the other two had bigger moments where I was like, yikes. But yeah, I wasn't distracted by this film, so I give it a 8.25, I think. Again, I think if I had seen these films, if these were some of the first films I had seen in my life, they would score much higher simply because they influence so much in the years to come, influence so many other things. So much that I was able to guess a few lines before they said it, but still, like, they were wonderful comedic moments. Like, you know how to fly a plane? Fly, yes. Land, no. But yeah, a lot of... It obviously influenced a lot of things that became... And it's a classic. Definitely would have appreciated it more had I seen it earlier in my life before seeing everything that it influenced. But yeah, really enjoyed this, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. If you want to see the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. I think for this month, we are in May. We're going to do Quantum of Solace soon. Not sure at what point, but I'll get that out as soon as I can. And yeah, we've got over 50 movies now on this channel and on Patreon, so you can check those out. We've also got a link to the playlist of all the movies on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, really helps out this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.